The 2016 Inferno Exotic Car. While most mainstream automakers are busy jumping on the SUV bandwagon for the sake of profits, all sorts of small ventures have surfaced recently with promises that they can build the world's quickest and most exciting supercars. Torino Design's Wild 12 and PSC Motors PS200 Sin are two of the most daring examples I can think of right now, but none of them has been launched in production form as of December 2015. And, with 2016 just around the corner, yet another new company, dubbed Inferno, has embarked on the strenuous mission of developing a world-leading hypecar car. It doesn't have a name and it only exists in the virtual world, though photos of an actual prototype have surfaced the interwebs, but Inferno brags about being backed by entrepreneurs, scientists, engineers as well as national and international brands, from Mexico, Italy, and the United States. The project has been in development for 7 years, while the design is the work of Antonio Ferraioli. The man also penned supercars such as the Lamborghini Aventador SV, Veneno, and the Asterion. Inferno claims it will use an exclusive metal foam that will make the car strong and safe as an armored car, yet light as a supercar. But seeing as how so many new companies have failed to live up to their promises in the past, I'm going to take this new project with a pinch of salt. At least until I see a running prototype. But, even though it might be vaporware, Inferno's innovative, exotic car deserves a bit of attention, at least for its revolutionary, metal foam, interesting design, and impressive performance claims. Keep reading to find out more. Continue reading to learn more about the Inferno Exotic Car. Exterior. Design-wise, the Inferno is unlike anything else I've seen so far. Sure, it has that sleek and aggressive appearance all supercars adhere to, but its lines are so organic that the vehicle feels almost alive and ready to morph into something else. Something evil. The Inferno name fits the car like a glove. Just look at those demonic-looking headlamps, their shape, and the way they're positioned above those massive vents. Then there's the huge gaping mouth underneath the pointy nose, which seems ready to consume everything in its path. The front fascia also employs two solutions you don't see quite often on a vehicle. First, it doesn't have a proper splitter. And by proper I mean not the kind of full blade-like piece you see on most supercars. Second, the emblem is mounted toward the windscreen, whereas most vehicles have it on the nose or the grille. A bit kitschy, but not so weird for a vehicle that looks as if Satan himself would drive it. The devilish styling continues onto the sides and the rear. The canopy-like roof is mostly made of glass and has a big scoop that feeds air into the engine, while the doors and the rear fenders have all sorts of intakes carved into them. What's particularly interesting about the car is that the front fenders seem to be wider than the rear. Around back, the Inferno is a collection of wings, blades, and fins, while the area beneath the fascia is a massive diffuser. There's also a 3-piece wing and a big, center-mounted exhaust that was rendered spewing flames. A bit kitschy, but not so weird for a vehicle that looks as if Satan himself would drive it. The engine hood is also a work of art, featuring sculpted side panels and a glass area in the middle. Toward the deck lid, there are 4 V-shaped scales that remind me of the Lamborghini Aventador. Styling aside, the Inferno is also built from what the company calls metal foam, a brand new alloy from zinc, aluminum, and silver, ZINAG. The new material is said to improve safety behind the wheel, since it can decrease and absorb the impact in the event of crash, and its strength is comparable to that of a commercial armored vehicle, only it is significantly lighter. Also, Inferno claims that this metal can stretch until it achieves 100 times its original length without affecting its properties, which would also increase safety and make body panels easier to fix. Inferno also claims that its hyper boasts an aero efficiency of 1.4. We still don't know how it actually works and what exactly happens to the shell in the event of crash, so I can only hope the company behind the project releases more information sooner than later. Inferno also claims that its hyper boasts an aero efficiency of 1.4. Though there's no explanation as to how it was obtained, it's quite an impressive figure for an automobile, not to be confused with drag coefficient, CD, which can be as low as 0.189 for production cars. Aerodynamic efficiency is the ratio between lift and drag. Formula One cars, for instance, have a negative ratio, and the more negative it is, the better. While the Inferno's is positive, a 1.4 ratio is among the best a road-going supercar can have. Interior. The manufacturer has yet to release photos or renderings of the Inferno's interior, so we have no idea as to what we may find beyond the doors. But, given the exterior styling, I expect the cabin to also feature an organic design with a multi-layered dashboard and deeply sculpted door panels. Like most supercars, the Inferno's interior should be draped in fine leather and Alcantara and feature numerous aluminum and carbon fiber inserts. Naturally, both the driver and the passenger will ride in bolstered sports seats wrapped in the finest materials. There's no word as to what kind of technology the supercar will benefit from, but it should get a state-of-the-art infotainment system and plenty of driving aid systems. The interior should also be highly customizable so that every vehicle that leaves the shop is unique. Drivetrain. The Inferno claims to hit 60 miles per hour from a standing start in under 3 seconds and hit a top speed of 245.4 miles per hour. Motivation for the Inferno comes from an unnamed twin-turbo V8 engine that generates a whopping 1,400 horsepower and 670 pound-feet of torque. That's more power than what you get with the Bugatti Veyron and the Koenigsegg 1.1, but less than the Hennessy Venom GT, which comes with a 1,451 horsepower 7.0-liter V8. Impressive nonetheless. Performance-wise, the Inferno claims to hit 60 miles per hour from a standing start in under 3 seconds and hit a top speed of 245.4 miles per hour, 395 kilometers per hour. This figure will make it 5 miles per hour quicker than the McLaren F1 and about 22 miles per hour slower than the Bugatti Veyron Super Sport, the world's fastest production car since 2010. Prices. The company had nothing to say about the Inferno's pricing, but given the innovative body shell, the amount of technology that will go into the car, and the luxurious interior, it's safe to assume it will fetch more than $1 million before option. Despite its Mexican origins, the supercar will be built in Italy. There's no word as to whether it will become available in the United States. Production is likely to be limited to only a few units per year. Competition. Hennessy Venom GT. Output-wise, the Inferno is right up the Venom GT's alley, which benefits from 1,451 horsepower extracted from a GM-sourced 7.0-liter V8 engine strapped to a pair of turbochargers. The Venom, however, has more torque at its disposal, 1,155 pound-feet, and a higher top speed. Hennessy claims it can reach more than 280 miles per hour, but it has yet to release proof of its. The Venom GT is also able to hit 60 miles per hour in 2.4 seconds, 100 miles per hour in 4.4 seconds, and 200 miles per hour in 12.8 seconds, figures the Inferno probably won't be able to match given the extra weight that comes with all the tech and the luxurious interior. Pricing for the Venom GT is not yet out, but the Texas-based company will likely ask more than $1 million for each example. Find out more about the Hennessy Venom GT here. W Motors Fenir Supersport. The Fenir Supersport might not have the Inferno's output, but it's equally exotic thanks to its layered surfacing design and the fact that it's built by a company based in the United Arab Emirates. Power comes from a custom-built, 4.0-liter, flat-six engine developed by Roof, a company famous for modifying Porsches for nearly 4 decades, that generates 887 horsepower and 885 pound-feet of torque. W Motors claims it will hit 62 miles per hour in less than 2.7 seconds and reach a top speed exceeding 248 miles per hour. Pricing is rumored to start from around $1.6 million, a significant drop from the previous Hypersport's $3.4 million sticker. Read more about the W Motors Fenir Supersport here. Conclusion. Granted, the Inferno Exotic Car is not for the faint-hearted, as its design can be labeled as over-the-top, even for modern standards. But, while it might not win any beauty contests, I find it quite attractive and unique, and I will give its designer credit from thinking out of the box. I have a hunch that the Inferno's design won't be too popular with US and European enthusiasts, but there are plenty of rich folks out there that will pay millions of dollars to park something unique in their driveways. If anything, this hypercar will be a hit in the Middle East, especially if Inferno comes up with a few super expensive options. Love it, intriguing, unique design, very powerful drivetrain, innovative alloy and impressive aero efficiency. Leave it, not much is known about it, could be vaporware, global availability is still a mystery, take it or leave it. Design.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.